Jason. Today's episode of the Lee Summit Town Hall podcast is brought to the good people by Budget Blinds of Lee Summit.
Budget Blinds!
You know, I ask you usually if you know, but I think you do.
I
So
know.
now I'm asking everybody else if they know. Budget Blinds is the home for signature series shades.
All hail our robot shade overlords.
Jason, it's graduation week for local high schools. The school years are winding down. June is almost here. We're going to hit the 80s in the next few days.
You're going to want to open those windows.
You are going to want to open your windows and let the light in. But do you really want to get up to open those shades?
Look, I think as a show hosted by two inveterately and proudly lazy human beings, the answer to that question is obviously no. You do not want to get up. Wouldn't you rather, since you're surfing on your phone anyway from your seat on the couch, wouldn't you rather just use your phone to make the shades raise and change the light level in your room to appreciate the beautiful spring days that we have ahead?
That's all you got to do. Use the app on your device. Maybe use the voice assistant of your choice and open those shades up. Let in the light. And there, your home has become a smart home. And Jason, you know where they can go to find these things?
I know. Wait, is it Budget Blinds and Lee Summit?
Budget Blinds of Lee Summit, right in the heart of our community, right there in downtown. Go see our friends. Tell them Jason and Nick sent you.
Hello again and welcome to Lee Summit Town Hall, a weekly show about what you can do to make a difference. I am Jason Norbury, and as always, I am joined by a man who knows there's no vaccine for dad jokes. It is
Why
Nick
would
Parker,
you want one?
the publisher of Link to Lead. Look, we're dads, and we know that we want them. But I would say this. I don't know if
I want like a booster shot.
I don't know if you know this, but not everyone appreciates them as much as the dads do.
I'm okay with that.
It's fine. It's the run up to Father's Day. We get all the dad jokes we want. That's what this is right now. So
Look, if your dad game is strong, your dad jokes are strong, and your inappropriately loud sneezes are also strong.
yeah, you're a dad, and that's
Definitions
the key.
of dad.
Link to Lee Summit is the source for all the news you need to be about this very fine city, and our unofficial sponsor today is the baseball, America's grand old sport, which Nick and I are going to experience in person for the first time in more than a full year, like 2 years, really, for me. It's been a long time since I've been to a ball game, Nick, and we're going to the ball game this week.
Well, your sad tale is sadder than mine because mine's only been over the year. But I'm excited about this. We're going to the ball game on Friday. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited. We've got friends. We're going to plan food, drink. We're going to have some fun. We're going to heckle our friend who is the supporter of the visiting team. We're going to heckle the visiting team. We might even heckle the home team depending on how they play.
And we might heckle each other because
we will certainly heckle each other. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. And actually, they announced today that I think starting in June they're going to be back to full capacity.
May 31st, full capacity at the K.
So there you go, guys. You can go to the K. No excuses now. You get to go to the K. You can mask or not mask. They have all kinds of guidance on all that stuff. But you can go and you can sit next to your fellow man. So there we are, back at it.
I'm excited. Look, this episode today, it's all about the feels and it's all about activity. I want to start off with the feels part, Jason. I want to say a little farewell, a little good on you to our friend Ashley Nowell, the former assistant director of Downtown Lee Summit Main Street. She has moved on, Jason. She left as of the day of this recording at 10:30 this morning. She and her husband hopped in their car and they're on their way to Waxhaw, North Carolina, where she will take over that community's downtown organization.
Look, she didn't die. She just went to a suburb in upstate North Carolina. It's fine. No, guys, actually, Ashley, long overdue to get her own nonprofit shop. She deserves it. She's been great. You and I both have worked very closely with her over the years that she was with us and appreciate her greatly for many of her quality skills and her dessert making as well. But not only that.
Actually, can we have a solemn moment just for the desserts I'm going to miss?
Our waistlines will thank us, but we are sad for this loss. I would say this. Not only was she an awesome person working, and then she was dedicated to the downtown, she lived near downtown, all of those things, but she was also involved in a couple of our favorite charities, right? She was on the board of Lee Summit Social Services, serving alongside Mr. Parker here. And she was also at one time an employee, but then also on the board of, well, Pro Deo, who we're going to talk to about now.
And there we go. We're going to be joined by Karla Williams to talk a little bit about a way that you can get fit over the next month and also raise a little money to do some good. Here's Karla Williams.
We are here with Karla Williams, the Community Relations Director, this time with Pro Deo. Karla, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
We are doing great. I'm very glad to have you on. Thank you for coming and joining us. Now, you have been on our show before wearing some different hats, so I wanted to make sure we have the right hat on.
Music.
We do. I think we should make up a Muzzle Matt theme, and every time we have a repeat guest, we should play that theme to say we're trying to knock him down the list of things as we go. So we want to thank you for coming on again. Now, you are here with your Pro Deo hat on,
Yes.
and you are here to talk about an event, a fundraising event that you that Pro Deo is putting on to raise funds. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yes, I am so excited to be here with you all, and thank you for having me. We at Pro Deo are running an event called Rally for Teens, and it's Rally in the number 4 and teens, as a chance to ask the community to get involved in our activity. So as a community of Lee Summit, of course, Pro Deo is local only in Lee Summit. And so we want to reach out to the entire community and say, if you would like to shed your COVID-19 that you might have gained, or 15, or however many pounds it was.
Only 19.
Get outside and get active. We would love to have you do it and raise money for this local group.
Now, Karla, I have to take a moment and brag for just a moment. What if you lost weight during the pandemic? Oh yeah, I just went there, Nick.
We don't like you, Jason. I'm just going to say there's a collective dislike for you.
I'm going to keep it off. That's my goal. I'm going to keep the COVID-19 off, as it were. So
you want to maintain that and build muscle, right?
There we go. Awesome. Yes. All right. So we are allowed to do it. All right. So tell us more.
Starting now, you can go to the Pro Deo Youth Center.org website and hit the events tab. It'll take you right to Rally for Teens. You can register as a team or as an individual. If your workplace, for instance, or your neighborhood wants to get a team together, it can be up to 6 people. You can register together, free t-shirts, of course. It's $100 per team. Or if you're an individual, it's $25 to register. Then you can track your activity. That tracking starts June 7th and runs through June 25th. So you set your goals, you determine how much money you want to raise for us and how many steps, miles. You can cycle, swim, walk, run, whatever you want to do. We've got a conversion chart. So all of those activities, get them done from June 7th to June 25th, log it into your page, and then we'll have a big rally at Pro Deo Youth Center in the parking lot, June 27th, and everybody can come. There'll be trophies, there'll be some gift cards, like I said, free t-shirts, and you're doing a good thing for our community.
That sounds awesome, except for 2 things: the activity part and the math part, where I got to do I got to follow a conversion chart.
You just remember the activity you have to do, Nick. I'm sorry, that's the thing. I don't think that's negotiable. But the math is really done by the internet. You just put numbers in, and it does all the stuff for you.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, then that sounds like a lot.
So it's only one hurdle that you have to overcome. So I think you Nick can do that.
I can do this.
Yes,
I can do this.
And it's not a race. So it's not like you're competing for time. You're just competing how much you can do against your own goal.
So there you go. Just like we've done in our respective marriages and in much of the rest of our lives, we're going to set the bar low and then just barely clear it and claim victory.
Yes.
That's how you can do this. Or
that's actually how we judge the success of this podcast.
That's it. Or you can set the bar high. I mean, to raise more money for Pro Deo, because that's the whole point here. Let's not lose track of this. It's not just to give Nick things to do, but it's also to raise money for Pro Deo. So, Karla, why don't you tell us a little bit? I know we have had people from Pro Deo. Pro Deo was one of our very first episodes 4+ years ago that we had interviews with people there at Pro Deo. But why don't you refresh our audience's memory of what Pro Deo does and some of the programs that they sponsor?
Yes. Pro Deo is Lee Summit's local teen center. So we run programming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after school. We'll pick up kids in the vans at high school and bring them to the center at Lee Summit West and Lee Summit High. We're within walking distance of North. They come and are active every Monday. Every first Monday is Community Service Day, so we get them oriented to that. We do a lot of work with the arts and creativity for the kids. There is relationship help. There is mental health support. And this year, because the kids asked for it, we started doing tutoring on Tuesday and Thursday as well, because we had a lot of kids that had some concerns with the online schooling and everything. And so we've tried to help support them. As a result, we're taking a bunch of kids who got all their credits this year to Worlds of Fun in June. So we're really excited about that. And so are they. During the summer, we have programming. We do it a little bit earlier at 12:30 instead of 2:30. And 8th graders who are rising into 9th grade in the fall can start coming in the summer as well.
Are there, I just kind of a little bit of a loaded question because there's always the answer is yes, but are there some specific programs or things that you are looking to raise these funds for?
Yes, we have fun events on Friday nights. We do something where the kids have a hot dinner at 5:00, and then we go someplace either for a movie, for ice skating, for a date where they shoot Nerf guns at each other and play out in a field. We have bonfires. There are a lot of different activities that we do with these kids, and that takes funds as well as transportation. There's not one specific piece this is going to, but it's going to the program overall. Also, we've started a garden, which is over at St. Matthew's Lutheran, and it is awesome. We've got asparagus and strawberries and some things coming up now. The kids will learn where that food goes, how you create things with it that they can eat. And then also they can take some of it home. And we'll share it with other families as well.
Now I want asparagus with my dinner tonight.
Hey, it's good for you.
You said it. Now I want it.
Hey, look, I can do that too. Hey, Nick, tacos. See,
that's the easiest. That's the easiest there.
It's definitely, but tacos are the things that you need to come and do the exercise for the rally for. Asparagus is one of those things that will actually accelerate you along that path. It's officially healthy.
This is true. Well, I want to know a little bit about your involvement with Pro Deo and kind of what really hooked you in as to this was a thing in the community you really wanted to support.
Yes, well, a couple of things, and it's one of those things that synchronicity or whatever. My godson was one of the first students with Pro Deo. Pro Deo started through a police officer in Lee Summit noticing that teens were hanging out in a local park. And this has been over 10 years ago. And he and his wife started having these kids over for hot dogs and to sit around and talk rather than hang out in a park where they could get in trouble or have someone approach them about things that were not right. So I knew about it from the beginning. When I arrived in Lee Summit, I wasn't sure what I wanted to be when I grew up, and that was only a couple of years ago. But I joined Rotary which we've discussed. And Elaine Metcalf, who's director at Pro Deo, is a member of my Rotary Club as well. And so we got to know each other and talk and things. They had a need for someone to help with fundraising and activity in the community. And that's something I've always done all my life. And it was like, this is kind of perfect. So.
Well, that sounds like a good deal. And look, I'm going to say this too. Anytime you get to work with Elaine, that's a good day.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And Elaine's another one of our OG guests from way back before she took the job at Pro Deo, but when she was with the school district as well. So we have a long time appreciation for Elaine Metcalf and all the good stuff that she does. So awesome.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the challenge here that you're working on, this Rally for the Teens. Is there an ultimate goal? Because we want to challenge the people of Lee Summit to get in and help. So what is as the Pro Deo goal? What are we trying to hit here? And let's see if we can convince more people to join in.
Yes, I would love to see $20,000 come in through this.
You've spoken it, and now it's out there.
I know. There. That's why I was hesitant to say it.
No, never hesitate. You put those big goals out there.
Let's put that big goal out there and let's challenge the community. I mean, look, everybody loves to brag about Lee Summit, that when the need is there, the community shows up. So let's challenge it. Let's put it out there. $20,000. That's what we want to raise.
That is what we want to raise. And it won't be through the team signups necessarily. It's through people putting things out there on social media. We'll have samples of what you can put out and ask your friends, say, I'm going to walk 30 miles in this 10-day period. So you give me $30 or $20 or $10, whatever your friends are looking for.
Just say, look, I'm going to do a lot of stuff. Give me $20,000. I think that's the easiest way to do this. That just snaps that money right up.
Yeah.
This is why you are involved in fundraising and I am not. I just for the record.
But I think that is a good challenge to put out there to everyone in the community. This is an easy way, I think, for people to get involved. It's fun, it's healthy, and who can't do $1 a mile?
Right. And I will say this is that in the last year, Nick, you and I have covered the travails of our R7 school district and managing the pandemic and all the stuff that comes with it. And we've talked a little bit, I think more tangentially than anything, about like mental health and the difficulties that this has put on our teens. And a lot of the teens that Pro Deo serves are ones that are sort of come at risk, and are probably their risks are even heightened even more by the conditions of the last year and change. So this is literally, we put on this that are, how we tell we're reaching out, right? Those are the episodes that get a lot of listens and people engage with and come to us about. So this is an opportunity to really put literally your money where our mouth is and give to this sort of program to help these kids and this program that works with the kids who need it the most of anybody here in our community.
Right. And, mental health issues and kids wanting something as an alternative to do doesn't know a zip code. So it doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in. Pro Deo is open to every teen in Lee Summit that might need a place of belonging. And the thing we hear over and over again from our teens is that Pro Deo has become their family. We have kids that are graduating that don't want to leave. It's like, sorry, we'll keep you through the summer, but you have to go on. But that's how much they identify with the other kids that they've gotten to know and become very close to, as well as our staff. So it's really important for the teens in our community to have a place they can go and feel accepted and loved and valued.
That is a good thing, and it's nice. I think, Jason, you put it right there, that we've talked a lot about the mental health side effects and the things that we've been dealing with, and this is a great opportunity kind of to wrap all that up and say, okay, here's something we can do to help that. I feel like, Jason, we need to challenge somebody. I feel like we need to issue a public challenge to somebody to come in and raise some money.
All right. So here's my question. Do you have someone in mind already that you want to do this? Or wait, Karla, do you have someone we should challenge?
Well,
I mean, I know I'm putting you, this is like the worst radio in the world, right? We're putting you like literally on the spot to do this. And if not, it's okay, because Nick and I will make up something and put it in the show later. But I just want to say, do you have some, or Nick, did you have somebody in mind?
Actually, I do, because the last time we had Karla on, she was representing the Sunrise Rotary Club and their efforts to help other local charities. And because I always like to have some fun with the local Rotarians, and there are 3 different clubs here in town. So here's what I'm saying. I think, since Karla's part of the Sunrise Rotary, I think we ought to challenge the Noon Rotary and the Downtown Rotary, that they need to come forward and put some teams together. I think at least $1,000 each.
I'm down. There we go. So there you go. The Rotaries alone will get you 10% of your goal that you have put on the air, and we are here to help you with that in that whole process. So I think that's an excellent, Nick. That's an excellent idea, because we know, we know Karla is going to be at the Sunrise Rotary, beating the bushes with her stick, getting the people to come out on her end. So now the gauntlet is laid down on the public airways. And Karla, you don't have to take credit or blame for this if you don't want. You can totally make it. Remember,
you can make it my fault.
Like everything else on this podcast, it's Nick's fault.
hey,
And we'll go with that. But there we go. So the gauntlet is laid down to the Downtown and to the Noon Rotaries here in Lee Summit. $1,000 each. Get those teams together, raise that money, and support Pro Deo in the work that they do with the youth.
thank you. That's an awesome challenge. I love it.
Well, look, I get one idea every quarter. This is mine.
This is it.
There you go. You're done for this quarter.
You're done. It's like he's good till July at this point, really, pretty much.
Hey, Karla, thank you so much for coming on with us today and talking a little bit about this great event and opportunity for people to help support Pro Deo. It's Rally for Teens. You can hit Pro Deo. Is it prodeo.org?
Pro Deo Youth Center.
ProDeoYouthCenter.org. You can go sign up right there, folks. And also, Karla, just thank you for all of the different things that you're involved throughout the community. That is one of our main goals, is to celebrate and invite people to be involved in the community, and you are doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karla. We appreciate you having on.
Thanks.
All right.
It was good to be here.
Well, that will wrap us up for this week. We'll talk to everybody next time.